This guy's a beauty, isn't he? What a guy. I don't know if he's the male here, the leader of the pack. It's interesting in you know how it kind of corresponds or relates the structure with animals, you know, the natural structure of animals with us human beings, and how we also have leaders and the alpha male.
I like that one too. The bump? Yeah.
There's a need for competition, which of course also exists within animals, but of course it's amplified in us human beings. I'm always reminded when I'm here at this beautiful, beautiful park. It's a library in Fairfield, of so much peace, so much harmony that exists in animals, and how they're not driven, how they're totally within the moment, how they take care of their basic needs, and yeah, how they're very much together in harmony. So much we can learn from animals. All we would have to do is to pay attention. So pay attention to each other. Pay attention to ourselves first of all, which is really where it begins. And one of the tools that many of us are familiar with to do that is meditation. It really is a matter of going within. It's about the inner work. Which really reminds us of who we are and helps us to understand better our nature, our human nature. And it is about nature. We are all part of nature. It's just we have become very, very much part of this world, which in a way somehow follows very unnatural laws about production and consumption. And I've talked about these things before, and I don't want to repeat myself here, but it is about being more natural. And how we live our life. And how we are not so much driven to get where we want to be and have what we think we are lacking, but to be more in the now. And ultimately that drivenness, achievement orientation keeps us from that. While at the same time also it creates a lot of friction between people as we are competing to get more and to be better, to be smarter, and to prove ourselves. Which again, if you look at animals, they don't really have that need. They're so much in tune with themselves, follow their instinct. And yeah, the problem is with us human beings that we have this sense of awareness, which basically separated us from animals. But still we are animals, and I think it's very important to remember that. This is not a bad thing at all. It's actually a good thing, because we are part of nature, just like all the creatures of this world. And if you would realize that, we can really come together as one, as we are the human species. And just like all other species of this world, all animals, we are part of this planet. I think we need to realize that. It is time for that. In order for us to come together and to overcome our separation, our learned separation and alienation. Regardless of what culture, regardless of our ethnicity, cultural background, economic background, spiritual background, regardless of where we're from in the world, that essence remains the same. That essence which brought us here, and that intelligence which is inherent in all things. Within these animals, within a tree, which grows naturally, according to the inward forces which make it a tree. There's a saying on my website that I think is very, very powerful, and it speaks about that we are not machines to be built to do exactly the work prescribed by us, but a tree which requires to grow and unfold naturally according to the inward forces which make it a tree. I think it's very, very important to think about what are those forces, what makes us a human being, and how can we get more in touch with those forces. And this is nothing, it's not about competition, proving ourselves stronger or better, and to have more stuff. It's about getting in touch with our inner divinity, our higher essence, our creativity, our unconditional love, our natural innate sense of happiness, which we already exhibit as we come into this world as children. And in a way we all are children. Just learning, just remembering about who we are. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you to remember and to embrace your unique nature. To not compare yourself to others. But to be who you are and to develop yourself accordingly.